Good morning and welcome to a playthrough of Alan Wake. We'll be starting a new game on easy. Just when we having a nice playthrough of the game, enjoying it, getting some good spooks.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Standing in the middle of the road, that's good.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Wow. Okay, so I played a bit of this before. Recently reinstalled it. I've never actually completed it normally. But it's a really spooky game. Quite cleverly made. It's got some game mechanics. So you're due to see.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
So basically got everything set to max, so it looks pretty nice. Obviously it's not the newest game, so you know, it's a bit limited in that respect. Oh shit. What?
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you.
Oh god.
You're a joke. You would be a single sentence in your books if it wasn't for you.
Who could anyone be bothered to pause and scan that QR code? Let me know what it is.
You missed your deadline! Damn.
Damn, Daniel. Well done.
Can't stop me!
Try again. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Look behind.
This way!
Go
No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Playing this like
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light.
tripping.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Wow. What an intense beginning.
Well done. I have something important to tell you.
Jesus?
It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him
Am I
from
meant to have
all
a gun or
harm.
something?
Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Wow.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Now what, bruv? Controls.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Thanks, Jesus.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Okay.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna
Speak up, motherfucker. Did you say boy?
This is it, witch.
What's so wrong? Professor. What we got? Wow. Bootstrap, who it is?
Did just like
Oh, baby, trouble. Any collectibles, bits and bobs? No, I'm missing something.
you're
That's the game that likes to sneak up on you. Fuck that.
can keep this up forever!
Wait, man. Come on, old man. Let's get your vitamins. God, these are red all of them. No rush. Oh my god. Still no rush.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Best graphics ever. You know games old when the cinematic basically lands. So this is the video clips that are like in-game render. Welcome back to episode 2. We've got a pose for Alice on the way into Bright Falls. It's going to stand next to this random guy.
Hi.
I love the young
Hello
people.
there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
Honey?
You have a lovely wife.
I'll stay
If you
back,
don't
old
mind
man.
me saying.
Fuck
I'm
off.
Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can
Shut
trust
up,
me.
old man.
Just a couple
Not
more.
a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Perfect.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Definitely.
Right.
Is there any secrets?
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry,
We're
Juices?
just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy.
There's two
Talk to you
graphics.
later.
Oh my
I
God.
love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
No way. Is this our whip? What's our whip? Red one?
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Best acting.
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer
Do me a
human.
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox.
It's right here, you
I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
Put it in the mouth.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me.
Fat banger.
Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Ah, it does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
That's creepy.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
He
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
Hello? Oh, that would be rude to go now. Knock, what am I cleaner?
Hello?
Housekeeping?
Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Speaking of beach.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than...
The Andersons, they're,
Oh my god.
local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Anyone else?
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Definitely get down.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Oh, she.
That diner was a real nut house.
We set up, boys. Set up.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Pat Maine here on KBF FM.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark.
Nice.
And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
What if I
Alice
just
had a
don't go there?
phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we
No,
were inside
no.
with the lights on before sunset.
Can I be bothered? Probably not. I remember there's some secrets in this game, but I can't remember. Oh, the ring's definitely coming out of there, isn't he? See? Goes me. Bird leg. Wow. I'll never stay at a place like this. It's too spooky as it is. There we go.
Come on. Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Okay. All the clocks are different this
For a
time.
moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Oh, okay.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Wow, 1970. It's been here in a while. Where's the toilet? She was downstairs.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Thanks for telling me now. Fucking hell.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Maybe. Just get lucky.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Alice? Honey?
Something I can examine.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Shelves up. Down onto pier. No. Must be upstairs.
I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind.
Well,
Well,
hello
well,
there.
well,
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study.
Oh.
Go take a look.
Okay.
well. What surprise ever?
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Bit of an exaggeration though. It's weird. Worst husband ever.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Oh my god. Thanks for watching. Let's see what
Alice,
Alice
I'm
in the
coming!
next episode.
It's all right, I'm coming!